Right, well, a very warm welcome once again to the next thrilling episode in the scintillating series of our wonderful podcast entitled A Jolly Good Natter Over Coffee and Biscuits. My name is Richard Story, and as always, I am joined by I am joined by my friend and erstwhile companion, the one who never forgets his name. And not only does he never forget it, he always remembers it as well, so you get a double whammy. Go on, remind everybody what your name is. It may take a while, just bear with us.
Mark Cameron.
The very same. Mark Cameron is here. What more could you possibly want? Well, no. We haven't got all day to listen to your list. Right. Okay. Now then, our recent podcast, you may remember, if you have been following these, we were being very clever and kind of synchronizing it with a TikTok live, weren't we?
We certainly were,
yes. And we took feedback from you to see what the general impression was of this. And many of you came back and said you preferred it when we just chatted like this. It had more vitality, more vim and vigor and more energy and all that kind of stuff. All the things that I'm renowned for. Are you renowned for that? I haven't heard if you
That's
are.
questionable.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, quite
That
right.
is
Too.
questionable.
I do. I worry about you, you know. I do. I worry about him. I do. Constantly and all the time. Yes. Anyway, so we have a packed schedule for you today. We do, don't we?
We certainly do, yeah. Today
Yes.
we do, yes.
Do you want to tell them what we're doing, or shall I tell them?
Well, that will come gradually throughout the episode.
Oh, right.
Yes,
So he's teasing
yes,
you,
yes,
just
yes.
leading you along. Okay, well, since the last time we met, have you been up to anything interesting? Or if you haven't, have you been up to anything that's not interesting?
The last time we met was to do a pod was over a month ago. And since then it's been half term.
Yes.
And you've been to America, which we'll touch on very
Yes,
shortly.
we'll talk about that, definitely.
So myself, I generally just been, as most people probably know, I'm a carer for my mum, so I've been caring for her, so doing things around the house, looking after her, and also half term as well, looking after my youngest. I took her to the circus. She really enjoyed it. So in the circus, they don't have the animals, what they do in the olden days, but they still had the motorbikes in that dome where they drive around in circles.
Right.
They had someone on the wire.
Yeah, trapeze.
Yeah, trapeze.
Clowns.
They did. The clown was brilliant. He got a big giant balloon and he put it on his head, and then it looked like he had a balloon head or a bubble head, which is quite funny, bouncing around. My daughter really enjoyed it.
Were you close to the front where the clowns kind of throw water at people? And
yes,
stuff like that?
Yes. So we lucky enough, our seat was at the front, but when they sprayed the water, we just missed it just by a few inches, which is great.
No, that's a pity. I was hoping you were going to get soaked.
Yeah.
Never mind. Next time.
Yeah, we did that. That was really nice. During that period of time, I'm an Arsenal fan. As some of you are aware, you asked if I'm a Crystal Palace fan previously before. Arsenal won the Premier League for the first time in 22 years.
Okay.
So the celebrations were epic. I didn't go to the Emirates Stadium myself as it was half term. I really enjoyed it. Then they lost in the Champions League final.
Okay, I don't know what any of this means, but okay.
Some of the viewers will know. They lost in the Champions League final. We went all the way down to the pub. My youngest daughter was there as well. She really enjoyed the time. The atmosphere was brilliant. Got to see some friends I hadn't seen for, one friend, Tarek, I hadn't seen for 3 years.
Good gracious, you never told me you had friends.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to believe.
It's
hard to believe, right?
Yes.
So it's been nice to see him. I hadn't seen him for so long. Really good catch up. Hopefully I'll see him again shortly.
Yes.
And not another 3 years.
Well, he'll hopefully see you on this very podcast.
Yes, he does. He does watch and listen to these podcasts.
There you go. Hello, Tarek. Nice to see you.
Yes. And yeah, other than that, generally just been enjoying life. Really enjoying life.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Yes. Splendid. Do you know, I have a faint recollection that in one of our previous recordings, you happened to mention, correct me if I'm wrong, because I might have got this wrong. As you know, I don't remember things very well at all.
I know.
Sorry,
as I mentioned.
what you just said. Yeah, but anyway, do I remember correctly that you may have said at some point that you have a subscription to Amazon Prime?
I do.
See, I can remember some things. Right. Now, I was just scrolling through on Amazon Prime a few nights ago. Just, had a bit of spare time, just searching through. I find I can often get more enjoyment from scrolling through and seeing what's there than actually watching what's there. bizarrely.
That is the thing.
Yeah.
That is the thing. A lot of people have that same issue, especially with Netflix.
Okay, well, I don't have Netflix. Anyway, the point I'm coming to is I actually found something on there that I thought, oh, that sounds like it might be quite interesting. And I started watching it, and it was quite interesting.
Okay.
Now, you'll be familiar, I'm sure, with a game show called Deal or No Deal.
Certainly. Yes.
Absolutely. There's the American version presented by Howie Mandel from years ago. Then Noel Edmonds did it over here. And then more recently, Stephen Mulhern started presenting it.
The original lady who did it, was it her? She did it?
I don't know.
Was it Anne Robinson who went to America?
No, that was The Weakest Link.
Was that The Weakest Link? Oh,
Yes,
right, yes, because
yes.
quite a few shows from the UK have blown up over there, haven't
That's
they?
right.
Yes,
That's right.
yes,
I mean, the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was another one that went all over the world.
yeah.
Anyway, the
Yes.
point is, there's this thing, right? Deal or No Deal, which we all know and love. There's a new one. I don't know how new it is, but I just found it on Amazon Prime, called Deal or No Deal Island. And it's like a combination of Deal or No Deal and the jungle, I'm a celebrity thing, where contestants go to this exotic location somewhere, have various challenges and games throughout the day, and whoever, if I get this right, whoever loses, whoever does least well in the games in the day, plays a game of Deal or No Deal in the evening, from which, if they don't do very well, they will either be evicted from the game, or if they do all right, they can choose one of the other players to get kicked out instead. So it's a kind of a combination of these two things, Deal or No Deal and the jungle situation.
That's a lot going on.
I know, and it's called Deal or No Deal Island. And if you've got nothing better to do with your life, then you might want to have a look at it.
I've got such a catalogue of programs on Netflix, Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, normal TV.
You must spend a fortune on subscriptions.
I have Sky TV, so a lot of them are actually bundled in the package, which is good. The only one I actually do pay for is Amazon.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, I pay for that one, but that's the only one I've got. But there are free ones as well, of course, all the, ITV.com and all of that.
Yes. So, it would be interesting. I will try and have a glance at that.
Yeah.
So, how many episodes have been aired so far?
Well, the whole series is there, so it must have been done quite a long time ago. I mean, you can binge watch the whole lot if you want to.
Yes. Well, what about seasons? Is it just one season you saw?
As I recall, there was only one, but there might have been more than one. I don't remember particularly.
Okay, so what's the show called again? It was
Deal or No Deal
Island.
Yes. Not a particularly clever title, I don't think.
That's right. That's why I have to ask you twice, because it's not as catchy as.
No, it's kind of. They could have given that a better title, but clearly they had to have the Deal or No Deal in there somehow.
Yeah.
And they need to say something that's going to differentiate it from the regular Deal or No Deal.
Yes. Okay. All right.
And it's set on an island. All these kids are out, these young folks and everything. Well, actually, some of them are not very young, but they're out there on this tropical island place somewhere, doing all this stuff. And then they actually reveal at the end. I won't tell you, but they actually reveal the banker for the first time in Deal or No Deal history. You find out who the banker is. At least who the banker is for that series anyway. Whether it probably isn't the same person every time, is it?
Oh, that'd be quite interesting just to see that.
There you go. Yeah. But it has its moments. I mean, like most reality shows have times when people fall out with each other about whatever things, and it certainly has its fair share of that. And some of it gets really quite punchy.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that would be something that I could watch with my mother.
Oh, I see. You like seeing people have arguments and rows, do you? You see, I worry about you. I do. I worry about you.
I think it's funny when people do get irate, and then you're just observing them, and they get more irate because you're not reacting to them.
Yes,
and
it can
then
happen.
You go, why are they so angry?
Yes. And very often it's about something that's completely superficial and doesn't really matter at all.
Projection.
Yes.
It is projection most of the time. But yes.
See, I remember that when I was in the Big Brother house.
Yes.
I'm pleased to say that I don't think I was ever involved in any kind of altercation particularly. Well, I almost was. I would have been had I responded to it, but I never did, so that was all right. But I did witness other people getting cross with each other, and I would just kind of just sit back and observe and stay quiet and dignified and gentlemanly, I hope.
Brilliant.
Yes.
There's a school on a trip and there's
Yeah, school
probably 20 kids out, which is
Yeah.
nice. So they get to go around Crystal Palace Park for the morning.
All wearing high-vis jackets, and I
Yes.
would estimate that they're probably about 3 or 4 years old,
Yes.
and there's
That's really
about
nice.
20 of them. And
Yeah.
look at that, there's actually more. Every kid has got someone holding their hand. There's no, very well supervised.
Yes.
There's no one wandering around on their own at all. When I used to go on school trips, all that was required, you'd all sort of parade in a long line down the street, and there'd be one teacher at the front and one teacher
Just
at
at
the
the
back.
back. Yep.
And
That's
that
it.
was it.
That was it.
Wow.
Yeah.
wow.
I remember us running off a couple of times. Yeah.
We
Doing
live in
that
a
as
different
well.
world.
Yeah.
In fact, I remember one time when we were all walking down to the swimming baths, and the two teachers both walked at the front, and we all followed on behind. And somehow, I can't remember now how it came to light that there should have been a teacher at the back, and there wasn't. And they were taken to task over that. And the next time, one of them did walk at the back.
I remember going on a school trip to a farm near our school, and me and my friend at the time, I won't mention his name, because I'm not friends
He's
anymore.
not your friend anymore. Oh, right. Okay.
Yes.
Was it a health farm?
It wasn't a health farm. It was
okay.
only probably 9 or 8 at the
Right,
time.
Okay. Oh, when you were little and sweet.
Yes, and he
Yes.
said, let's run off. Let's get some water from the water fountain. But we wasn't allowed to. As you know, you weren't allowed to leave the group.
Yeah, that's right.
So the teachers looked at the back. They saw we weren't there. Me and my friend at the time, we got in trouble, and we weren't allowed to drink water at all for the rest of the afternoon. Because back in the 80s, you could do punishment like that, weren't you?
Wow, you'd never get away with that now.
I know. So we went, and it was a hot day as well. I remember that. It was really hot, and me and him were dying of thirst. And then we finally got back to school, and then because they used to have water fountains in the playgrounds.
Not in my school.
Oh, they didn't?
Well, they had one like in the toilet room.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, in my school, they on the outside they had water fountains, and you could just drink from it. You push the button, and the water would come out.
Okay.
So at playtime, you could just drink from it, which is really good.
Okay.
So, and then we got back to school. We both ran to water fountain, splashing water over ourselves. All the other kids are laughing at us.
Was there a queue behind you by the time you'd finished?
Well, no one else was naughty. I was easily influenced when I was younger.
Oh, I see.
Yes,
I have noticed that actually. Yes.
Yes. So that was my school trip, which was quite funny. Well, it wasn't funny at the time because I was thinking, why am I in so much trouble?
Oh.
Yes.
So if you were deeply touched on an emotional level by that heartrending story, why don't you send us a message at jollygoodnatter@gmail.com and express your sympathy to Mr. Cameron, and also your admiration for how he always manages to remember his name so impeccably.
Yes. So yes, okay. Well, I will. Well, back to the Deal or No Deal Island.
Yes.
I will try and check it out. Maybe.
Yeah, do have a look.
If I got time. As I said, I've got so many other things on my watch list
Yes.
from different subscriptions. The backlog. I know.
Well, it depends what you're in the mood for. Whether you want to watch a movie, or whether you want to watch a TV show, or whether you want to watch a reality thing.
I don't really like watching realities now and again.
Oh,
I know. Well, there's a couple I don't mind. There was one I didn't mind watching, clearly.
Well, says he who only came to the Leighton Live studio and was actually there involved in person more than once.
Hey, I've got other commitments.
It's all a question of priorities.
Yeah,
I worry about
and
you.
you're right, it is about priorities.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah. I'm glad to see I'm so high up the list.
Hey, we're doing a podcast together, aren't we?
Well, exactly.
Yes.
So it's all coming out now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I worry. I do constantly.
So,
Constantly, I worry.
I will try and check it out if I got time. But other than that, any other? Yes, you went to America. So do you want to tell the listeners what your trip was like?
Right. Well, I have a confession to make, dear listener and viewer. Do you want to hear the confession?
Well, firstly, are you going to drink your tea? Do you not like the tea today?
Well, I like the bit I've had. I've had some. I'll have some more since you insist.
I put the tea in a flask, but there is a little bit of coffee taste still in it, so I think it's just put off by it.
Well, it's not that. It's actually, I'm not bothered about that, but it's, of course, we've had it here for a little while, and now it's a bit colder than it was.
Would you like more warm?
Well, in a minute. I mean, there's still half of it there. Anyway, yes, as you were saying, since the Big Brother show ended, I've been asked more times than I can count, what did you spend the prize money on? And I think people are hoping I'll say something like, oh, I bought a fleet of Rolls Royces, or helicopter lessons or something, I don't know. And nothing like that at all. And I discovered, people say, did you discover anything about yourself in that experience? And I think I have discovered something, yes. And that is that I'm more interested in doing things than buying things. So next month, for example, I'm part financing the recording that my friend Fabio is making, the guitar album, which is going to be made up entirely of pieces that I've written for him. And I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to that. And in fact, just a couple of weeks ago, his first album came out, which is a mixture of pieces, but two of them on there are mine as well. I have yet to actually have sight of the CD, but it's on its way. And I shall look forward to that. Yes, available now from the English Music Festival record label. Yes. Fabio Fernandez. The album is called The Guitarist's Prayer. You heard it here first. Right. So people say, what did you spend your money on? And basically, I didn't do anything very interesting at all. Well, it was useful. It was sensible, but boring. So because I'm a self-employed individual, I owed some income tax. I paid that. I cleared my credit card bill. I paid my son's credit card bill because that's what dads do. I set aside some money for this recording that I've just mentioned. Right. And I thought, even though I'm not actually particularly inclined to an extravagant lifestyle, there's one thing that I've always thought about doing. Because over the course of my working life, yes, I have done some work sometimes. I have. Yes, over the course of my... Look, I worry about it. Over the course of my working life, I'm worn out just telling you, pay attention. Right.
I know, I'm worn out by listening to it.
I bet you are, yes, good grief. Well, the feeling is mutual. What am I going to do with you? Right, you see what I have to work with? Over the course, I'm going to tell you the story whether you like it or not, so shut up.
I'm waiting for you to get... We're waiting.
See, now you're interrupting.
This has got to be one of the most dramatic build-ups I've ever known.
Over the course, well, a bit of drama always helps. Over the course, do you see, cheeky. Over the course of my working life, I have had to make any number of plane journeys. Can't count how many there have been. Many. And for anyone who's ever done a plane journey, you know what it's like. You sit there in the departure lounge and you sit there and wait. And eventually they say, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are now ready to begin boarding for flight number so-and-so to such and such. And then everyone starts getting on. And of course, the people who get on first are the people who paid lots of money. And you sit there and watch the first class people get on. Then you watch the business class people get on. And you're there. And then suddenly they say, now group 7. And of course, all the kind of, the peasants and the poor people and all that. And you go onto the plane and you have this game of thinking, by the time I get to my seat, is there going to be any luggage space left to put my luggage in the overhead thing? Or they say, ever so sorry, sir, we've got to put it in the hold because there's no space. All that stuff. So every time I've boarded a flight, I've always thought, wouldn't it be nice, just once, to experience what it's like to fly first class? And I thought, that prize money, it's not going to be there forever. This may well be my one and only chance to do it. And I haven't done anything else lavish or extravagant. So I thought, sod it, I'm going to do it. So I went to America on my last trip and I flew first class.
Fantastic.
Now, please don't start sending me hate mail, everybody. It's a one-off, all right? Once in a lifetime little treat. However, I can thoroughly recommend it. If money really was no object, I would love to do that again. It was fantastic. The staff all addressed me by name. I got on there and was escorted to my seat. I was told if I wanted to have a sleep, just let them know, and they would fold the seat down flat and bring out the duvet and the pillows. They said, here's some pajamas for you and a pair of slippers and everything.
Is it the right size?
It was slightly on the baggy side, but that's all right.
Were they silk, cotton?
Cotton, I think.
No.
But you see, I got another one on the way back as well.
You get to keep them.
Yeah. So I've got 2 sets of pajamas and 2 pairs of slippers, courtesy of British Airways.
Right size slippers?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
I don't know whether they particularly chose them with that in mind. I think it's kind of just generic. I think you get what you're given, really. But maybe not. Maybe they kind of quickly assess the size of your feet before they give you these things. But yes, so there we are. So, and the other thing that was nice, that I was particularly looking forward to, was when you're in the back of the plane, You have to eat when they come and give it to you.
Mm.
But in first class, not only have you got a very extensive menu of things to choose from, but you tell them when you want it. You just push the button and someone comes. Yes, what would you like, Mr. Story? Oh, well, can I have this and that? Blah, blah, blah. And they come and bring it to you. See, table service tailored to your particular whims and fancies. And there was one particular item on the menu, which was a very appealing cheese board. And they listed out all the cheeses that were going to be included. And I read this list and I thought, they put this together just for me. They have. What are you looking at?
Oh, it's just that crow was.
Oh, right. You thought it was going to drop on you or something?
No, it was making a noise. I think it wanted to join into the pod,
Oh,
you see.
well,
So that's why
right. It can if it
I
wants,
was just. He was watching us, and so I was watching it. But yes, continue.
Yes. So they had this cheese board,
Mm.
and I read this list of cheeses, and it was really, really good. And I thought, I love all of those. So I said, and I pressed the button. Could I have a cheese board, please? And I said, by any chance, do you have any port on board? Oh, yes, I'll bring you a glass of port with it. Thank you very much. Now, you may be aware that port is pretty strong stuff. It's pretty potent. That's why you only have it in small glasses, like kind of sherry-sized glasses or shot glasses or something. Anyway, when she brought the port, it was like in a wine glass. It was a massive helping. And I said, good gracious, that's a big one. It's a good job I'm not flying the plane. And she said, oh, that's all right. So the captain's quite good at that.
I was going to say, yeah. Well, so they don't want you flying a plane, and they don't want you being prime minister. So there's something going on here, isn't there?
They just want me to drink port and eat cheese all day.
Yeah.
Yes, there's something wrong somewhere.
There is.
But in its wrongness, it's quite nice. It was quite pleasurable. The whole experience.
Fantastic! Yeah.
And the lounge, the first class lounge in Heathrow was really quite exquisite as well.
And the lounge at the other destination.
Well, that was the one fly in the ointment. On the return journey, although the flight was fine, the first class lounge in Atlanta Airport, I have to say, it really wasn't up to the mark.
It needs a little bit more work.
It absolutely does. Not only were the food options very limited, it was the kind of tureen things, the serving dishes that the food was in, were either empty or virtually empty. It was very busy. Sometimes these lounges let people in who aren't necessarily travelling first class. They've got some other class, but as a little perk, they let them go in the lounge anyway. And it was a bit like that. And it wasn't table service either. It was a buffet, so you had to mess around standing in queues and all that kind of nonsense. So yeah, the return journey wasn't very good. So I actually sent a little email to the airline and said, I paid a full first class fare, and what do you reckon to this? And I got back a very profuse apology, and they said, very sorry that you had such a miserable experience in our lounge, and hope you'll give us another chance. And to show you how much we appreciate your custom, here are 7,500 complimentary air miles.
And what does that mean to us normies?
I'm not sure it makes much difference to anything, to be honest. Because air miles, what you generally use them for is to like put it towards the cost of another flight, or get a free flight if you've got enough of them. But here's the thing: as I discovered, you can only use them on that airline's website. You can't just go to a travel agent and use them. You see, but inevitably, if you buy it direct from the airline, it's a more expensive price anyway. So it tends to cancel itself out.
Sure, I understand.
Yeah. So I'm not sure it's that much different. But overall, apart from that, the overall thing was really nice.
Okay.
And I thoroughly recommend it. Yes.
Okay.
And had I wanted to, when I got off the flight coming back, I could have gone to another lounge and had a full English breakfast and had a shower and a freshen up and all of that before making the journey home. But by then I was so knackered, I just wanted to get home. So I just didn't do that bit. But yeah, it was very, very good. And it was. I'm just kind of dreading the next flight I do that's not going to be at that level, you see. Well, it'll be at that level, but not in the same standard of provision.
Yeah, I understand. Yes. Well, once you experience it once, it is going to be something that you're going to look back fondly upon, isn't it?
Well, my brother said that. He said, once you've done it, will you be able to go back to the other? And, because you'll be down the other end thinking, all the people at that end are getting this and this and this, and here am I with a plastic knife and fork and a drink in a paper cup.
The way you've got to think about it is be grateful that you've managed to experience that.
That's right.
As many of us will never get to experience that. So that's something you can live and say, you know what, that was fantastic.
Yes. And I took a lot of photos. I photographed virtually every course they brought me. Yes, as you correctly say, don't smile because it's over. No, don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. Yes, that's what I would recommend.
Yeah. Like you got it right now. 'Cause
Yes.
at the end of the pod, if you said it incorrectly, then we would have got a lot of feedback from people saying Richard's memory is going right, like you rightly said there, Mark.
Yes,
So,
but it's good for people that people are paying attention.
So.
Yes, if you notice any continuity errors, please let us know and blame it on the fellow doing the editing. It's not my fault at all. I just sit here chatting.
I know.
Yes, so there we are. Now then, you may recall in episodes past, we used to have a feature that we did called the podcast poser. Do you remember that?
Yes, I missed those.
You missed them? Well, how could I possibly, knowing that you missed them so much, how could I possibly not come up with another podcast poser
Fantastic.
for you and for our listener? Would you like me to tell you what
our listener? Oh, who is the listener?
Well, why don't you contact us and let us know?
Yeah, so that one person who is listening to us apparently by Richard's, not the listeners.
And while we're on the subject, dear listener, if you have not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, please consider doing it. We're up to, when I checked this morning, we're up to 262 subscribers.
Ah, yes.
Which is nice. But we're trying to get 500. That's the golden total. So if you haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing that. Won't cost you a brass farthing. All that happens when you press the subscribe button is that each time an episode is released, you'll get a little notification letting you know that Mark and I are here to regale you with our little anecdotes and stories and witticisms.
Yes, and give us a thumbs up as well. That helps.
Oh yeah,
well.
Click the like button. That'd be brilliant as well. And of course, you can send us a message on there if you want, or you can send us a message at the email, which I already told you. I'll tell you again in case you didn't jot it down, at jollygoodnatter@gmail.com.
Yes, and that 300 subscribers, we are planning to maybe do something as well, aren't we? Just something small, just as a thank you.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
Glad to be of service.
So, yes, if you can push us there, that would be fantastic.
That would be wonderful. It would.
Yes.
It would be splendid.
Yes. So, taste test.
No, the podcast poser.
Oh, sorry.
Well, we'll do the taste test if you want.
No, do you know what it is? Because you went straight into that when we don't normally do it that way. Right, go ahead.
Oh, we don't normally do a podcast poser at all. Oh,
yeah, I know. Yeah, because your memory forgot to implement them each episode.
No, this was your fault. This was your fault. Getting it mixed up with the taste test and the podcast. I've got the taste test here. We can do it now if you want. Are you hungry or something? I think we should do the podcast poser because the listener is now on tenterhooks waiting to hear what the podcast poser is. Are you ready?
Always.
See, now, given that you have been teasing me relentlessly about my memory, let's see whether your cognitive powers are really working when I set this podcast poser for you. Are you ready? Here we go.
Go ahead.
There is a man pushing his car, mark you, not driving, pushing. There is a man pushing his car towards a hotel. And just as he reaches it, he realizes that he's about to go bankrupt. How is this possible? There is today's podcast poser.
So a man is pushing his car
towards a hotel.
And
just as he gets there, he realizes he's about to go bankrupt. How? Ooh, now what do you think about that, dear viewer and listener? Do you know the answer to that?
So the one person who's watching this and the one person listening to this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please reply to us.
Well, yes. So am I going to tell them the answer, or are we waiting for them to?
We always used to tell them on the following episode.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, except we got all the episodes in the wrong order. Did you notice that? Yeah.
Well, yeah, the last episode that you may or not listen to with Mark, that was recorded in 2025.
Yeah, you see.
A lot of things have happened during that period of time, so that was like in our catalogue that we had to release.
That's right.
We hope you enjoyed it anyway, because that was our first guest, and Mark was fantastic on that.
It was a good, lively, high octane recording, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Yes. But yeah, we have to confess that we haven't necessarily released all these episodes in chronological order.
Yes.
That's what's exciting. If you need a bit of party fun, you could listen to them all and see if you can piece them together in the right timeline.
Yeah. Well, that'd be quite interesting if we can get one viewer or listener could actually send us in the correct order, could work it out. That'd be quite interesting.
They have to have time on their hands though, because there's 60 episodes now or thereabouts.
Is it 60?
It's something of that order, yes. And that's plus that those are the full length ones, and there's plus all the little short extracts that you put on there as well. One of my TikTok followers, actually, I say his name, John Barney. Hello, John, if you're watching. He says he has listened to every single one of them.
Fantastic. Thank you,
So
John.
there you go. There you go. And I know Chris Nichols of the T-shirt. I know he's certainly listened to most, if not all. And he is keen to come and join us for one of our podcasts. But he lives down in Bournemouth. But he's keen to come and join us because he's got a lot of things for us to include in the taste test. So, Chris, it will happen. It will.
Yes. Yes. I saw we had a few listeners in South Korea.
Oh, well, we've had them from all over the place.
Yeah.
Well, you know this better than me. Go on, to reel off all the countries where people have been watching this podcast.
I'm not going to read off all the countries. There's a lot of countries
there
that
are a lot,
listen.
aren't
There's
there?
a lot who have listened to this pod.
Do you know, now that we're on the subject of that, there was one thing that was puzzling me slightly, because you know they send us that email every now and then saying how many downloads there have been in the last week or whatever. But then there's like another one where it says this is how many times it's been listened to, and that is like massively more than what the email says. Like, I remember getting an email that said something like, last week this podcast had 20 downloads, and this one had 13, and this one had 6 or something. But then somewhere else I saw a thing that said you've had 2,000 listens or something like that, or 3,000.
What you're going to have to do, you're going to have to show me each of those bits of information so I can actually look at it, because what you're telling me could be 2 different platforms.
Oh, right, okay.
Because you've done this before where you've discussed it and you thought it was one platform, but then it was actually another platform that was actually that was actually presenting that data.
Well, and I'm rubbish with technology anyway.
And that's my point.
Yeah.
That's why you got to show me, send a screenshot over or show me in person.
Yes, but there's the problem. How do you screenshot? Yeah, I don't know anything about all this stuff.
You can't make this up.
I know.
You cannot make this up.
It's absolutely true. I had to go into church yesterday to be shown how to use the new software for the getting the songs already. And I arrived, and the first thing I said was, I wish you luck with this, showing me how to work this stuff, because technology and I do not mix.
I know, I've seen it many a time.
You're very kind. And she showed me, she said, oh, I promise you, it's ever so easy, she said. And I said, well, I've heard that before, let's give it a go. Remarkably, it did work okay. And it is quite straightforward.
Do you remember it though?
Well, yes. What it was to do, it was, I had to download an app, and I managed to do that. Are you impressed? And now I can tell this app what songs we're going to do on Sunday morning in church, and it will appear on the in-church system automatically. How cool is that?
But you can't send me an email. Right, okay, that's quite interesting there.
I can send you an email. What are you talking about?
I asked you to reply to my email.
What email?
When we went for a breakfast the other week, and I said, and we discussed what we're going to mention on this pod, I said, oh, reply to the email.
Oh, yes, you did. Well, no.
And then I spoke to you at church on Sunday, and you said, I said, have you read it? You said, yes, I've read it, but I haven't processed it, but I'll have a look at it again. He never got back to me.
No.
So
I was jet lagged. But I did read it.
But you never replied.
That's right. Well, because I didn't manage to think of anything to say in reply. It's true. I looked at it and thought, these are all very good ideas.
Band man here doing
all the work. One-band man?
Yeah, doing all
the... A one-band man?
I'm doing all the heavy lifting.
Do you mean
here,
one-man band?
I'm doing all the heavy lifting here.
I think he means one-man band.
This guy is not pulling his weight,
One-band man?
So I'm so disappointed. Anyway, let's do the taste test.
All right then, well, if you're so disappointed, you carry on the rest. I'll just sit here and do nothing. Then we'll see how you get on with it. Go on then.
Taste test, please. Taste test.
No. You're so disappointed. I'll let you do it.
Well, I poured your tea because you didn't know how to use the flask. I poured your milk and you didn't know how to pour the milk.
You see what I have to put up with? I mean, I tell you, I had an easier time with Caroline.
I'm glad you did.
Yes.
I'm glad you did, because I'm going to get you doing some stuff, Come on.
She never took me to task over pouring tea.
Well, you did have complications pouring the tea.
Not in the Big Brother house, I didn't.
Out here, with these 2 mugs here.
Yes.
He did have problems using the
Well,
flask.
I opened the flask and it started spewing all the liquid all over me instantly.
That shouldn't stop you from still pouring tea.
Well, I could have poured it, but it would have gone everywhere. Anyway. All right. You want to do the taste test?
Please.
Well, thank you for saying please. In that case, how could I refuse? I'll still try. Right. Now then, This is a double whammy taste test. Because you know I've been bigging it up, saying, you will never have done a taste test like this before. Right. Dear listener, you may or may not be aware, and in fact, I think one of those two options is distinctly likely. You may or may not be aware that while I was away in America recently, this fine fellow, despite all the abuse that he gives me, he did actually keep an eye on my place to make sure everything was all right.
I did walk past, yes. Me and my youngest walked past a couple of times.
Well, I'm glad about that for a moment. I thought you were going to say you went inside. And I hadn't even tidied it up. But walking past is okay. That's all right. Right. Now, I got you a little thank you present in America for doing that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And as I was standing there in the airport shop looking at it, thinking, actually, this would do for the taste test as well.
Fantastic.
So this thing we're about to do the taste test on is also your present.
Fantastic. 2 in 1. That's what I like.
There we are. So shall I do the big reveal?
Yes. Do we need cutlery for it or anything like that?
I don't think so, but I don't know for certain, because I've never seen anything quite like this before.
Ooh.
I don't think we do.
All right.
I don't think we do. Are you ready? No, you're not, because you've never seen anything like this before. Here comes the taste test. Right?
Let's make a little bit of room.
I bet you, dear listener, have never seen this before either. I certainly haven't. Well, I have, because I saw it in the shop and bought it.
I was going to say, yeah, you're the one who bought it. Yes.
Right, here it comes.
Yes.
Are you ready? Right.
Coconut patties.
This is called Oasis. You see the spelling? Oasis.
Yeah.
Coconut patties, pina colada flavour. I don't imagine there's very much alcohol in it, because I know you're not on the alcohol. But anyway, they're like kind of sort of dark chocolate Bounty bar type thing. Now, one of my TikTok followers, whose name is Harry, I hope you're watching, Harry. He makes his own dark chocolate Bounties, essentially, with coconut, with all the dark chocolate around there. And so I thought of him when I saw this. And I thought of you when I saw this, and all the threads just kind of came together. So there we are. So this is for you. So
I'm glad we inspired you.
Yes. So look, you need to do the honours of opening this. I just noticed here it says pull here to open. So I suggest that's what you do to open it. Don't just kind of start tearing open the end or anything.
Yeah. So let me just show the packaging to everybody.
Yes.
So, that'll be better. And then the back is nice little picture of the back as well. Fantastic.
There we are.
Yeah.
Got a nice kind of summery, brightish, coloury look to that.
Yes.
Makes you think of a tropical beach.
Yes. All right. So pull here.
Yes. If you can do it. I'll do a pre-interval talk in a moment. It's taking forever. I don't think that's how you were supposed to do it. Because look, there's lines here. I think all that was supposed to open like a... Just can't you... What was saying? What was that little phrase? Can't make it up. See, my dear friend Mark, who sometimes remembers his name, can't even open a cardboard box.
You can see the lines.
Oh, you see.
It's all right.
I think maybe you should stick it all back up and start again.
There we go.
Oh, they're all individually wrapped?
They are.
Well, look at that. There we are. There you go. Look, have a look at that.
And show the back.
You see, so it's got the chocolate round there and the coconutty bit in the middle. And it's like a kind of dark chocolate Bounty, but half covered.
Oh, yeah. That's fantastic.
Yeah. So let's see. We're about to do the taste test.
So
I recommend that you take the clear bit off before you eat it.
Thanks for the heads up.
It's a good job I came. I worry about you. I do. Right. So we're going in simultaneously. Smells nice. Oh, yes. I get the pina colada smell. It is a bit Bounty-ish.
It is.
Quite nice, actually.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah.
Now, with my Bounty experience, I'm going to suggest that this is a bit more dense than the Bounties are. The Bounties are slightly softer.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed.
But it's all right. So the first bite I took, I was slightly surprised. And then, as I've taken more, I'm kind of acclimatizing and enjoying it more as I get more into it.
Yeah, it is 170 calories per one
Oh.
of these. Yeah, so they are quite heavy.
And what is the recommended daily intake? How many calories are we supposed to have?
For a man,
Mm.
2,500.
All right, so that's so we need to have about 6 of these each then. Okay. Mmm. Huh?
Yeah, that's good.
Right. Well. Oh, thank you. So we need to do the scores.
Yeah, let me get a pen.
Oops.
That's already, yeah.
Well,
Right, where was we up to before?
Yeah.
So,
I must say I'm very impressed with the kind of efficient layout of all these scores, where you got it all lined up there.
yes. The last one we actually did
Yes,
was with Daryl.
that's right. And that was the malted dark chocolate crunchy ball thing.
Yes. And for that, Richard was a 9.59.
If you say so.
Daryl was a 10. Ken was 9.8. Myself, 9.
There we are. So that scored highly.
But then you did change it to 9.6. Then you changed it to 9.7.
No. I did. That wasn't the score that I gave.
So that's the score that.
And you well know that's what you wrote down, but that's not the score I gave.
That's the score.
See, I worry.
That's the score.
See, the voting is rigged.
That's the score.
When I'm Prime Minister, I'll sort all this out. Can't bear these rigged voting systems, scoring systems that can't be relied upon. That's not the score I gave, and you well know. Anyway, we'll put it all right now. So
I got short-term memory.
Pardon? Forgot what you said.
There you go.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. So these ones are.
They're called Oasis with a slightly strange spelling.
Yes. Okay.
So what's your score for that then? I'm actually quite a high score on this one. I quite like it, and quite often with things like this, you kind of think, oh, it's nice, and then you get a bit of a lingering, unpleasant aftertaste sometimes. But with this, it's all right. It's very nice.
Yeah. It says pina colada.
Yeah.
So it almost just masks the coconut. Because the potency, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Because with coconut, when you eat coconut, like you mentioned, it will stay on your tongue. So it's just that.
Especially if it's still in the shell.
Yeah, well, that could be very difficult. You don't want to break your teeth.
No.
Yeah.
But you could take your teeth out before you do that, of course. That's another option.
You know from experience.
Well, I've experienced you doing it. Yeah.
So let's go with the score. I'm going to go for 8. Yeah, I'll go 8.
Oh, really? I thought you'd be higher than that.
Yeah.
So why are you not higher than 8 then? Bearing in mind, I brought this all the way back from America for you, and you're giving it 8 out of 10. See what I have to work with.
So they are nice.
They are. It's true.
They are nice. Yes. So yeah, I think that's for me. That's just about right. I there's higher scores that I've given being because the flavors being more my.
Ah, right. So, I mean, would you like the flavor to be stronger or less strong or just different? More chocolate? Bigger,
I like coconut, but it's not one of my favorites. It doesn't really.
So your score is not a comment on the thing itself. It's just the fact that it's not one of your favorite things.
Yeah, so it doesn't tickle. So it doesn't tickle the high score factor because it's something I would eat. Yes, but it's not something that I go. Oh, I'm really looking forward to that.
Right, I see.
Yes.
In that case, can I have these and take them home?
They're yours, aren't they?
Well, no, they're yours. It's your present.
Oh, you can take you. Well,
Persephone might like them.
She will like.
Your mum might like them.
She will definitely like that.
There you go then.
Yes, but yes, no, but they are nice. An 8 is a very high score still.
Well, it is. That's true. Yes.
And anything above a 6 is actually really high. Because 5, 6 is average. 5, 6
suppose.
is average, yeah.
But average isn't really satisfactory, though, is it?
But that's why 8 is
Yes.
above.
Yeah. No, okay. All right. Okay. So if you were going to give it 10, what would it have to be? Just something that you liked better, rather than being a criticism of the item itself.
Well, the only thing I would say is the outside box
Yeah.
is fantastic design, but then you go into it seems just they went cheap on the actual plastic.
That's true. Once you're
That's-
inside, yeah.
So that is one of the markdowns I am giving it. There was a taste test we had in Ken's
Yes.
a couple of episodes ago where it was just in the plastic seal, just like that.
Oh yes, that's right.
And I downgraded it because of that as well.
Right.
First impressions count,
That's
and
very
that is
true.
why.
Now, when you opened it up and I saw them all kind of just lying there loose like that, I thought it would look better if there was like a plastic insert with all the little compartments.
I was thinking that as well.
But
yes.
if they had done that, you can bet your life someone would go, "Oh, that's not good use of resources. You need to save the planet, etc., etc." So there is that angle.
Well, with all these AI data centers that they're building across the planet,
yeah.
that is doing more harm to the planet than us doing what we're currently
Is
doing
that
at the
so?
moment. So the amount of pollution and electricity they have to use
Yeah.
just to power these AI data
Well,
centers.
why don't we just unplug it? Oh, I don't know. How do you spell AI anyway?
Let me have a think about that.
Yeah.
I'll come back to you in the next episode,
Is it
maybe.
ZQ or something like that?
Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe. So, your score.
Yes, my score. Well, I'm higher than what you had there.
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
What?
Just preparing myself. Go ahead.
Why do I bother? Why?
And here we go.
Right,
with
you
the
gave it 8
crazy
out
score.
of 10. My score is
Right.
my score is 9.056.
So 9. Okay.
No, 9 is not good enough. 9.056.
9. 9.1 we'll give it. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, fantastic. So 9.1 for Richard.
See,
and 8 for
it's
Mark.
rigged. The whole thing is rigged.
So you're not really that much higher than my score, really. You went up by 1 mark.
Well, you've actually gone higher than I was originally saying. That's higher than I said it should be.
I just rounded it off.
Well, you have rounded it up, yes, but that's
Yeah.
not what I said. See, what we're going to do with you?
Yeah.
Imagine if I was doing a music exam and someone got, 125. Oh, I'll just round it up to 130. Give them a distinction.
Well, lucky we're not doing a music exam then, aren't we?
Well, exactly.
Yeah,
yes.
You didn't think about that, did you?
Well, I certainly wouldn't pass you on this performance for a
Right.
start. Oh. Anyway, so just to remind you, in case it slipped your mind, because I know that you always forget these things, the podcast poser for this episode. A man is pushing his car towards a hotel, and just as he gets there, he becomes aware that he's about to go bankrupt. How is this possible? Explain it. There we are. That is today's podcast poser. To get all your little grey cells spinning round madly and improving and increasing your cognitive ability to make sense of the peculiar world in which we all currently find ourselves.
Fantastic. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yes. So, I must tell you one other thing about the America trip, by the way.
Oh, okay, yep, certainly.
Yes. Because
Carry on recording. Carry on.
yeah. Okay. Well, I'll just talk to this empty chair, shall I?
Yes. Oh, that's fine. Yes.
You see what it's still going. No. Just one other thing to mention is that when I had completed the return flight, I'm standing there at the baggage carousel waiting for my luggage to come through. And when it came through, it has these 2 little catches to lock it shut, and it was locked when I put it in. And when it came through, one of those catches was open, and it was open a bit, and you could see the various garments inside just kind of poking through the thing. And I thought, that's rather strange, I thought. And my first thought was that maybe one of the baggage handlers picked it up, and maybe because it's a rigid case, maybe it sort of twisted a bit and the catch popped open or something, even though it was locked. It shouldn't have done. Anyway, I just had a look at it to check and realised immediately, I opened it up and looked inside and saw the conglomeration of things. And I thought, I thought, I didn't pack it like that. So what has happened, someone in the customs or border protection or something like that decided when it went through an x-ray, some little signal must have gone off or something. They decided they needed to have a look inside. So they did. They opened up my luggage, rifled through it all, then closed it all up again, which I don't mind. Of course, I appreciate they're there to keep us all safe. Fair enough. But they didn't put it back tidily at all. It was just in this complete jumble of messed up, scrumpled up things.
Sure. But you're only getting paid to search the bag. You're not paid to fold your items in a neat and orderly manner.
No, but I'd like them to make sure it's closed afterwards.
Mm.
I mean, if the other one had popped open as well, everything would just have been all out over there. Everything. Yes.
Well, the good thing is they didn't take the thank you gift from your...
Oh, well, that was in my hand luggage.
Ah.
Yes. Because, see, I bought that after the suitcase had disappeared off down the conveyor belt, and off it went. So I just had my hand luggage at that point. So that was all right.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So there you go. But apart from that, it was a very nice trip. And in between the flights, when I was actually there visiting my family, which is the reason I was there, after all, I wasn't just going to go on a first-class flight. I was going to actually visit people. That was lovely. It was very wonderful. In fact, it was the longest visit I've done to see them so far. And in the back of my mind, I had a slight concern because, we have this saying here that visitors are like fish. After 3 days, they start to stink. And I thought, this is the longest visit I've ever done. I don't want to overstay my welcome. I hope it's going to be okay. And it was okay. It was great. And towards the end, they said, is there any chance you couldn't extend your visit just to stay longer? Which was lovely to hear that. In fact, I still had to come back, but I'm already kind of thinking, I wonder when I can get back there again. So we will see. Oh, now, see, you won't be able to see from there, dear listener, but from where I'm sitting, I can see over there, there's either a mum or a school teacher or somebody, and she's got 3 little girls all sitting there looking absolutely delightful, eating bits of cake or something, and it's absolutely charming. Oh, you used to be like that once.
So did you.
I know. Well, I was a bit more sweet and cute looking. Do you know, when I do my TikTok lives, when I do my TikTok lives, I am frequently told that I look cute. Isn't that extraordinary at my age?
Must be AI bots or something telling you that.
No, it's not AI.
Sure?
It's the fact that I use 100 weight of moisturising cream every morning.
Or use one of those filters, TikTok filters.
Well, yeah, I can do that. Yes. All these things are possible. Right. Well, listen, before we say farewell to the viewer, is there anything else that you want to bring to the table today?
No, I'm good, thank you. I'm good.
Well, I know you're good, but is there anything else you want to say today?
Be nice to each other.
Oh,
and
he's cutting to the PS. Okay. It looks like we're closing then. We're finishing. Oh, just when we're getting into it. Okay, fair enough. Yes, be nice to each other.
Yes.
Thank you for your kind attention. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please remember to subscribe to the channel.
Yes, at A Jolly Good Natter.
A jolly good. Well, if they're watching this, they're there already. You're there looking at it on YouTube now, aren't you? So please click the subscribe button. Please click the like button. Don't forget, you can find me on TikTok most evenings, where you can send me a direct message. But also we have our email address, ajollygoodnatter@gmail.com. Can't wait to hear from you with your suggestions about topics of conversation and other guests we might approach. More about that later. We've got a very exciting guest coming up very soon. Watch this space.
Yes. So, yes, please, yes. Subscribe to A Jolly Good Natter on YouTube.
Yeah.
If you can. And, give us a like on the channel as well. Fantastic.
Yes, brilliant. Thank you so much. Be nice to each other. And make sure you get it right. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Enjoy your week, everyone.
Yes.
We'll speak to you soon.
Okay. See you then. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.